new day. It's the same story. Been off to visit the Camp America rental house this morning. I picked up their 2-metre wings because they can't fit their 2-metre wings in the back of their car, but I can in mine. We are headed out to Wainui again. It is southerly, but it's about double the strength at this point on the ground that it was yesterday. There is a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, which means cloud cover and potential drizzle spells throughout the day, but there is wind from a good direction. So what that translates to, you gotta turn up to find out. I should probably elaborate on a story from yesterday. Now I've got the full picture. Brent bought a brand new K2M Lite from Spencer directly when we were over in the States in April last year. We made that yesterday, and the elevator brakes was a bit hot because of that subsequent CG location. So we landed it quite successfully. Brent pulled the battery out on the tongue, moved the battery 10mm further forward just to get the CG back to kind of around where the recommended spot is, and toned back the elevator rates a little bit too. We then relaunched it, remade it with a new CG, and it immediately went offline. Came back online, went offline, came back online. I pulled full flaps and full pro just to try and slow everything down, but it got blown over to the back. But luckily it stayed on full pro, and it spiraled down into some bushes halfway down the hill. For those who have flown at Wainui, that northeastern space is complete gorse and almost impenetrable forest. We pinpointed the location of what bush it went into, and Don and Brent spent an hour and a half, 2 hours hiking down only a few hundred metres to get it, and found it basically unscathed. Amazing. It went vertically into the trees, into the gorse, and there's only a slight leading edge damage at the root of the left wing. So yeah, all the servos worked, no strip gears, no nothing, so it's fucking lucky. What he found was when he pulled the battery tongue out and put it back in again, when he was trying to force it back in on the hill, he sliced the two antennas completely off, so he had no antennas, which is why it went offline. So moral of the story, don't rush fixing things on the hill. Make sure you put yourself in a good position to do things safely and accurately, as a lot of us do know and have learnt the hard way. But that's all going to be fine. He's not going to bring it up today. He wants to get that repaired, done properly before he takes it back up the hill again. So we're looking at the valley, and you can see how there's a bit of moisture in the atmosphere. There's a bit of a you can see it's just a bit hazy out there. Sort of do a bit of video for those who haven't been here before and just drive along this road, which is the way we go to Wainui, and just to sort of show you what sort of surface of road we have, which is a public road that we can access all our sites from. So as you can see, it's a nice flat, smooth shingle dirt road, and there's just hills and ridges kind of everywhere. Sites you can fly just left, right and centre. Plenty of wind here today, which you might be able to see in the grass. Plenty of hills and sites. Look at the tussocks going. So up there, you can see that. There you go. Plenty of wind today. And just like that, we turn up at Wainui. There's the ridge there. Alright, let's see how much wind we've got. This is Brent with the Soundwave 2.6, doing laps well over 300. We're having to do both. It's nice to get the gun on the thing. Just got to keep an eye on the cloud and the rain. You can see in the background a bit of a rain squall went through. I've been real busy today, flying or landing or launching. So Jono's got his PMS 3-meter. This is a vacuum bagged DS plane. He's on to iteration number 4 or 5, I think now. So this is basically a maiden for Jono with this one. It's a big heavy beast. We've got plenty of wing area. Everyone just stands around and a few guns out. 3 guns I think. On the NSFW, and at the 291, it's feel like the wind's just backed off a little bit, or the DS is just not great because of the moisture. I'm not quite sure. Because yeah.
41. 37.
So unfortunately we've been rained out. Yeah, the rain came in. It's supposed to be in here for the next 3 hours, so we decided we're not going to wait around for 3 hours. The people had some good flying, so taking the opportunity to dry off. We've always got the option of going to Sugarloaf this evening, which could be a good evening fly. Really good. Jono got a PB of 278. That's a long-standing PB of his. He's had for about 7 years or so. His previous was 264. Jono's always PB'd with his own design and own build planes. He's always built his own planes. He doesn't buy like dynamics or kinetics and things to push his PB up. So for a guy who's just home built, keeps improving, and they're all vacuum bagged. They're all, you know, scratch built. He's doing awesome at 278, so that was really cool to see. Brent got 343 with the Soundwave. I think I got 361 with it. Yeah, that thing flew so good. Oh, that Soundwave is such a good plane. I think that's my favourite plane to DS. It probably actually tips the transonic for me, to be honest. It's so locked in, and you can just steer it exactly where you want it. It's slippery, it's fast, it handles nice, it slows down nice for landings. Such a good plane. What else happened? Roger did 227 I think with a light medium RPM early in the day. It was mainly me flying most of the day. I think a lot of people were put off by the cold and the wind a bit. Unfortunately, Chris Bros, his transmitter battery went flat when he was trying to walk down to land after he had a low voltage alarm, and his D80 then went crashing off in the front side, down in the deep scrub, so they couldn't get to it, they couldn't find it. So unfortunately he's down at D80, just from not having a charged transmitter battery. It's a bummer. Scott and I might go and look for it another day. I know where it is, I did see it go down, so hopefully we can get it back from him another time. And yep, head back now to see what we can do for the afternoon. Following the boys in the rental Ranger. Not a bad shout for a rental car. They get four or five people in the cab and then all the gear in the back. Unfortunately they can't fit 2 metre wings in, so I've got those beside me.
Wait 3 minutes.
Have we booked?
Well, no, we haven't booked anywhere. We're just going to go in, but I don't know where we're going to get for all of us. But we'll see how we go.
Having dinner. We're all here at Craft Embassy because everyone's now gone really quiet. Because we've had a big day up the hill.